taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
Afterwards, basically we got another heavyweight showcase from, courtesy of TR, where you got Jared Anderson, who's making quite a quick turnaround after going life and death with Charles Martin. Obviously most of us expected him to KO Charles Martin, and that did not happen.
Except for me, I said it's gonna go the distance.
Oh yeah, that's right, you did say that.
Yeah, and I was like, Charles Martin gonna put hands on old boy, and
which he did,
and show y'all he's better. Dude ain't ready for these niggas, and so
and that's one thing too. Is like, I know a lot of people want Jared Anderson to be next though, but like the stuff that he was saying, that obviously because they show this motherfucker crying and talking about I'm not in love.
ESPN cameras,
yeah, dirty cameras, and then
hugging his mom. I mean, nothing's wrong with that, but putting it on cameras.
And then also going to podcast interviews talking about, man, I don't want to be in here for the long haul and shit.
Yeah,
the Roy Jones speech, all that. Like
once he said that, I was like, yeah, looks like we got to find the new up and coming heavyweight, because if you don't have the passion for it,
yeah, because because when you're hearing a young heavyweight who hasn't even been through, motherfuckers, he's talking about, this is getting tired. I'm like, motherfucker, look, who put you through the ringer? Like, no, prior to Charles Martin,
would you say he's would you say he's a prospender, or is he still a prospect, or is he a contender?
Nah, he's a contender. Get rid of this prospect shit. That motherfucker, dude. If you fight fucking former world champions, you're no longer a prospect. You're a contender.
He's probably
that's
top 10.
The rule.
He's probably on the back half of the top 10, honestly, as a heavyweight.
Yeah, he might be ranked, he might be number 11, 12, 10.
American bias, I'll say he's top 10, but he's probably 11.
Yeah. I would expect anything from 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll give you that. But yeah, he's definitely a contender. You ain't gonna fight no fucking former world champion and not be a fucking contender. Like, nah.
Right. And so, with him too, and like I said before, he was supposed to fight someone else, which of course we'll talk about in a little bit too. But now TR is like, you know what, motherfucker, oh my God, the Jarek James alias started up again. Shutterworth, you keep mentioning my name, cuh. What's up?
Nah, nigga, you good.
But so pretty much now they're like, okay, let's put him in the ring with somebody that we know that he can, get a KO against. Enter Andriy Rudenko. Rudenko is pretty much one of those heavyweights that's lost to pretty much all the top heavyweights he's fought. From Zhang to Povetkin to Huey Fury to Lucas Brown. He's lost to these guys.
So this is like a showcase to get the train, because the train went off tracks a little, but it didn't go off tracks completely. It just went off track a little bit, and it went right back on business.
Right.
So they trying to be double down that, look, the train is really back on track. Here. So that's what this fight is, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Dude's biggest win is getting a technical decision over Mike Malo of, that's the name of yesteryear, So it's so basically that's what this fight is supposed to be. Rudenko is supposed to be, basically, it's like, you know what, he didn't KO this guy, so let's have him KO this Russian that's lost to every other top fighter that he's faced. Although he's lost him by decisions, not really by knockout though. So he
needs a KO to make it to put a feather in his cap to kind of really be yo, I'm still that dude ready to go against better guys.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, and Bethaniel, is there any other former world champs at heavyweight? Yeah, they're there. Fucking
Wilder, Ruiz, Joshua.
Joseph Parker.
Joseph Parker, yeah, they're there,
The Charles Martin is just on the lower spectrum of former
the more beatable one, I guess. Joseph Parker is
the more beatable one.
The more beatable one. No respect. Man, you been fucking hanging around Pat too long, nigga.
Shouts out to Jerry Anderson. He's coming back in 2 weeks. Coming out from 8 weeks. 8 weeks, and he's already back in the ring. So it's cool.
Damn. So which one of y'all niggas be beefing with fucking Jason Kidd now? You got a J Kidd in here, but
no, that's probably some. That's not really. I don't think that's an alias, bro.
Okay.
That's not an alias.
All right, salute then. Yeah. But my bad, because if you look at the chat, you got all bunch of motherfuckers in here.
Yeah, you got you got the Eric Spence one, the Errol Spence.
You don't want that smoke. Like, get the fuck out of here.
That's good. That's kind of funny though. That's kind of hilarious. Like,
Yeah, and that's what heavyweights need right now is like basically like there's a lot of former world champions and like LB was saying like right now there's no one that's cleaning them up right now because usually like I said you give them one champion they're not getting cleaned up.
He thought Jared Anderson can be that guy who could clean them up, but it don't really. He didn't clean up the lower. Like honestly, I feel like, and I'm you gonna fuck with me for this one. I feel like Jared Anderson, like he had just got like it was on some Spartacus shit when when Asher was trying to get he was trying to convince dude to get the Egyptian. Mm-hmm. I remember how he had to he was like fuck it, and he had like maybe 6 or 7 Roman niggas jump him.
Yeah,
and he bodied all of them, fucked them up, and then he was like, "Yes," and I was thought lesser of them. Like that's it. Jared Anderson is like we let you go after the lesser of them, and you barely got by, nigga. Like
right.
So it's like he really gotta show him even though we know this is a showcase fight. He has to really put the show behind in the casing of this fight, because
right,
if he doesn't, he can't have 2 pedestrian performances in a row. Especially if you're supposed to be taking over, you're supposed to be that nigga at heavyweight. So
exactly,
yeah.
And like I said, I think heavyweight's kind of screaming out for someone to actually do some cleanup duties, but some heavyweights got to produce. So like I said, that's a showcase. But the co-main at least should be a little bit more interesting because we got Efe Ajagba, and he's facing the guy that Anderson was supposed to face the last time, but he couldn't do it due to the visa issues. Nzan Kasabuski, and again that should actually be a more competitive fight because it also depends on a couple of things. Because if Ajagba, is Ajagba gonna start, doing the jab and the 1-2s like he did before? Although it worked for him, but it's one of those things. It's just like you need, Ajagba probably needs someone he needs to brutally knock out someone in. Because Kasabuski is gonna come forward. He's absolutely gonna come forward.
All these niggas need to fucking brutally knock out somebody because. Yeah. It's like the heavyweight division. Like when we're getting more knockouts from like welterweights and junior welterweights and shit, it's not a good look, man. Like heavyweight's supposed to showcase, bro. Like have a showcase. Right,
and like I said, at least this is a good. For Ajagba and for Kasabuski, like these are pretty much. It's a good. I wouldn't call it a crossroads fight. It's a good because pretty much whoever wins that fight is probably going to get a higher ranking in the heavyweights. For probably get closer to the heavyweight title. So at least that. If that's not a knockout, I'll be completely surprised. For that one. So like I said, the heavyweights now are absolute display. They got. TR got to make sure that there should be brutal knockouts in both of those fights. That's the expectation.
Yeah, I don't need to see no distance shit. Like if both of these fights go past 8 rounds, something's wrong.
Well, unless they're warring each other. Now, if they get into
if we getting like fight of the year shit, then hey, nigga, fight on. But don't give me no pedestrian ass bullshit. Don't give me fucking James Toney versus Dominique Gwynn ass type of lethargic fucking performance, bro. Like
right.
Like no one needs that shit right now. Like I promise you, you beat somebody's motherfucking ass, nigga.
Yeah, no, absolutely, shit, nigga. And that's what should happen, And then and of course, no card is, obviously the TR prospects are all on effect. Nico Ali Wash is fighting. Abdullah Mason is fighting. Our friend Jeremiah Milton is fighting.
Jobber Festival.
Friend of the show, Dreamland. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was like, damn, like they really want him back in the ring, and Bruce Shushu Carrington is also fighting. Like,
they kind of got the.
When they gonna put him in the motherfucking main card?
They kind of got the A-team prospects for the most part here.
Yeah. In Oklahoma, places. Yeah,
they do that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, for the Oklahoma cards, they be trying to have like the biggest fucking jobber festival possible. Like, they really they bring out everybody on them motherfuckers. So yeah, like.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, y'all gotta put my man Milton in the motherfucking main card already. Like shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you put him up in there, like dude. I mean, dude will give you a nice, good another highlight reel KO. Just put him in the main card. So it's like said,
yeah, like y'all got this man toiling away on the undercard, the undercards and shit. Like
yeah, and of course too, like I think TR signed another one of the heavyweight Olympians, Jelalov. I think he's making his TR debut on there too. 12-0, 12 knockouts, I think, something like that. So yeah, I mean, TR is definitely investing in the heavyweight future, hoping that one of these cats will pan out. Because eventually, one of them, because eventually they're gonna start really fighting each other. Because one of them will probably take one of those belts. If Usyk decides to retire or whatnot.
Eventually, yeah. Ajagba. I mean, Ajagba, who he's fighting, should be kind of decent. I think that's probably might be the best card. Best fight on this card, right?
Yeah, that's definitely the best fight on the card, like for sure. So
what time this card start? This is another one, 10, right? At 10.
Yeah, this one is. Oh, actually, the main card starts at 10:30.
Oh Lord, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know why. That's even late. Why is it 10:30? Is there any sports going on? Any other sports event that's going on? You know how ESPN be on that bullshit.
Probably because it's a triple header. I mean, I just assume because it's a triple header, only heavyweights. I don't know.
Yeah, though, but it's weird why the main card's starting at 10:30. It must be. I'm pretty sure it's probably some other sport. It's probably some sort of college baseball or some shit. Because ESPN be tripping sometimes.
Well, if they're prolonging this for college baseball, come on now, that's fucking trash. But it could be.
Nigga, it probably is. Yeah. It's like ain't no card. I mean, 10:30 is that's kind of wild though. But but it's running no interference though. So it's like, hey, fuck it, I guess. And.